Is Yamaha gonna discontinue the XT250? I sure hope not, but I went looking on their website for the 2026 XT250. It's not there. Are they getting rid of it? Let's go inside and we'll talk about it. Hey, Matt here, and welcome to Mob Street, where normally I'm talking about the Yamaha TW200. But lately, you know, over the last couple of months, I've been able to ride the XT250 a little bit more, also made by Yamaha. And I even got to the point where I was like, you know, maybe I'll look at getting one of those because my kids are getting older. They're starting to ride the TWs more, so obviously the older they get, the more they ride, the more motorcycles I'm going to need because, well, let's just face it, we all want to have one of our own, right? I thought, you know, with the XT that I rode from Bradley Performance, that one was an absolute blast. And then a few weeks ago, my neighbor let me borrow his while he went on vacation and said, hey, why don't you know, just take it, see what you think. And after riding that one and the one from Bradley Performance, I started thinking, well, maybe an XT250 would not be a bad option. So I go to the Yamaha website, I click on products, I go to the road motorcycle section, and I go under the dual sport section, which shows the XT250 right there. Click on it, and then you've got your two options, the XT250 and the TW200. So if you look at the TW, it shows the 2026 model and the 2025 model. However, if you go over to the XT250, it shows the 2025 model and the 2024 model. So they're not showing the 2026 just yet. And when I saw that, it made me wonder, is Yamaha going to get rid of the XT250? So I called a couple of dealerships and I said, hey, can you just let me know, is Yamaha going to discontinue the XT250? The one dealer said, oh no, they're not discontinuing it. They're just waiting, you know, for the release of it so that they can show the 2026 model. And I thought that was kind of weird because as I was looking at this, they're saying that they wanted to wait a little bit to introduce the 2026 dual sport models. Well, the only dual sports that Yamaha shows on their website is the XT250 and the TW200. And the TW shows the 2026 model. The XT doesn't. So I called my local dealer over here and I said, hey, are they getting rid of the XT250? And they said, you know what, we don't know. We saw that it wasn't on the website yet, so we're going to reach out to our Yamaha rep and find out what's going on. I haven't heard just yet what it is or what they have found out. So right now, I'm just in speculation mode. But if you know what's going on with the XT250, is it coming out for 2026? Let us know in the comments because there's a couple of us that have been asking what's going to happen to it. So my thoughts, just, you know, with this is if they're not showing the 2026 yet, are they going to be bringing out a new model to compare? You know, Honda's got the CRF 300, which has the CRF 300L, the CRF 300LS, the CRF 300 Rally. So they've got a few different models that they're using with that 300 engine. And then you've got Kawasaki. They've got the KLX 300, which, you know, maybe is Yamaha going to put their little 300cc engine into a dual sport, which I think would be absolutely awesome. So a lot of folks are saying, well, why don't they just revamp the TW? I think the TW, if it were to do any major changes, they would have to revamp the entire thing because right now the way that it sits, I'm pretty sure it's grandfathered into some old homologation laws or whatever that they had before. I don't know that they'll do much to the TW, but the XT, where it was already fuel injected, maybe Yamaha's thinking, hey, we'll do something to compete with the Hondas and the Kawasaki's. And now Suzuki came back out with the DRZ 400, but with an $8,500 price tag. Maybe Yamaha's thinking of something more along the lines of like a 300cc, which will compete with the Honda and the Kawasaki, and also at a more comparable price range than the Suzuki. What are your thoughts? What do you think? I'm waiting to see what's going to happen here because, one, I do need to get another bike because, like I said, my kids are getting older. They're riding my TWs, which I'm completely fine with. But when all of us want to ride one, there's only 2 of them plus one that is being rebuilt at the moment. So I'm only going to have 3. I might need to pick up a few more. That's why I was looking at the XT250. Now that brings the question too, if they do discontinue it, is the aftermarket for the XT still going to stay strong? Are these going to become a more desirable? Are these going to become a more desirable bike where they're a smaller CC? They're much more welcoming to newer riders, you know. And with, I've seen 2 different things. I've seen a 32.7 inch seat height and a 31.9 inch seat height on the XT, which is a very welcoming seat height for new riders, for younger riders, for women riders, for you know, folks who are just getting into motorcycling. That's a really approachable bike because of the lower seat height, and it's not going to be as intimidating as some of these 36 or 37 inch seat heights that you're seeing in some of these dual sport bikes now. So I don't know, what are they going to do? You know, if the XT does leave, is the aftermarket going to die on it? I really hope not, because I know there are a lot of them out there and they are a great machine. So just kind of in speculation mode for the moment of what Yamaha is going to do. And I think it would be awesome if they brought back like the XT350 or even the XT, I think there was an XT500. You know, some of those, I don't know. I mean, we could speculate all day on what it is that they're going to do, but I just saw that the other day and I thought, I wonder if anybody else is wondering about this, or if this, you know, is something that is brand new to folks, or if they're looking for a 2026 XT, you know, that mid $5,000 price range for a newer bike. You know, what options are going to be out there, and is Yamaha getting rid of this, or are they going to bring out something that's going to compare more with the KLX 300 and the Honda CRF 300L? You know, so I don't know. I'm excited to see what's happening. I thought, you know what, maybe I'll just go get another TW, but at the same time, I don't want to go get anything yet because I kind of want to see what's going to come out or what Yamaha's going to do, because if they introduce something newer that's a little bit bigger engine size, maybe I'll go and put my name on that list and then wait for those to roll in. So yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of things that are going, but if you've heard, let us know in the comments down below, you know, what are they doing to the XT? And if you're looking for an XT, if they don't come out with them, what other bike would you be interested in? Would it be the TW? Would it be the Hondas? Would it be the Kawasaki's? What other bikes would you say are comparable to the XT250 that you would consider buying or, you know, picking up if the XT's gone? So that's where we're at right now. Just wanted to share that one with you. I hope that the XT's not gone. I hope that they're not, I mean, I really hope that they're just revamping something here, and we're going to see something cool come out from Yamaha here in the near future. So yeah, we'll go to there. I'm Matt. This is Mob Street, talking about the 2026 possible XT250 or XT300 or XT350 or whatever it may be. So we'll see you in the next one.